minor issues here, but nothing we can't solve without a little ingenuity and in work, in grind set, and other things. My levels are off right now, and I don't know how to fix them. So I'm gonna have to do a little search on the Rode Wireless Go 2, how to set the gain, because I'm a little dumb. I'm not gonna lie to you. So if you just give me one second and we can get this audio figured out. Because I clicked something on accident the other day. So this is the gain control / mute button. So if I hold that, I guess it'll switch me to gain control mode. There we are. Now we're getting there. This is what I'm talking about, that minus 6 dB of gain. Oh, we can go lower. Let's go minus 3. Minus no dB of gain. That's where we're at. That's what I'm talking about. That's that good shit. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Nah, I mean? Nah, I mean, cut? Nah, I mean? Anyway, today we are back. We're doing some more of that Windows programming. Let me throw open Discord so that I can suffer with friends. And somebody wants to hop into the old Discord and chickadee chat while I work on some absolute nonsense. So now that I'm in the Discord, we'll see if anyone wants to. Let's see. At here, does anyone want to roast me whilst I write C# code? Oh, hold on a second. At here won't work. Let's say at this guy, at this guy, at this guy. All right. So I'm still not showing my screen yet because I got to remote into my flippin' heckin' crappin' Windows computer. You know how much I love Windows development. They call me Nate, the Windows development guy, because I love Windows development. All my homies are always Windows developmenting. I got my camera up. There's two of me. Hello. Ha ha ha. Whoa. Whoa. Got double vision going on. Anyway, time to throw open the old Windows Remote Desktop Protocol thing. RDP remote desktop application. And let's see if my computer is going to let me connect. It may not. Oh, look at that. We're getting in. So as we last left off, we had this delightful thing where I'd figured out how to make a button inside of Windows. This is amazing. This is a delight. We've got a button working. Now we just have to get everything else working and remove the button. So just remove all of the UI stuff that we figured out. So what I think we're going to do is let's open up notes. Where the hell is my notes? Notes. Where are you at? Oh, I hope there's nothing in here. It'll be all right. Let's make a new. Oh, how do I make a new note? New note. Right click. Okay.
I mean, you just fucking do it, eh?
There we go. What's going on? What's going on, Lucky? How you doing? Speak a little bit more.
I'm doing all right, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I have to. I'm working on Windows development, so it can't ever get like too good, you know.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're not going to be doing that well. You're writing fucking C# for fuck's sake,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's not fun. So what I want to do is number one, I want to call the Papechanger. What's it called? Binary from C#. Number two, I want to bring up a window to select wallpaper directory. Number three, I want to have Papechanger show up in the status bar thing, right? These seem like reasonable things that I want for my app, right?
Yeah. These are all reasonable, I suppose.
Four, I want to bring up a window to allow the user to select their first wallpaper, because currently on the Windows version, you have to run the command line client to just select your first wallpaper, which isn't ideal, I'd say.
Yeah, you kind of want a GUI for that, don't you?
What? Yes.
GUI, sorry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyway, so then what else do we need? I'm trying to think. What else do I have? Global key binding. So we'll say global key binding user configurable. So can you think of anything else?
All right, let's take a look here. Papechanger binary from C#. Yeah, obviously. Window. Papechanger show up the status bar thing. Bring a window to allow user to select their first window. You know what would be even better?
Mm-hmm.
Is you know how in Windows on the bottom right you got that little tab where
This
you can
thing?
put little dongles? Yeah,
Yeah,
dude, you
this is
should
the
make a
status bar
dongle.
I was talking about.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. Okay.
Dongle zone.
Yeah, the dongle zone,
The
dude, for the
dongle
dirty
zone.
dangles.
For the
Yeah,
dirty
you get the dirty
dangles. Hell
dangles.
yeah,
Yeah,
brother.
buddy. But yeah, I mean, if you could get one working where you could like click it and it show up a little tiny GUI,
Yeah.
and you could, that would be sick.
Absolutely. So let's. I mean, I don't know if you've been following, but just even for the viewer, I'll show you what we have in the Macintosh version, right? So you have it. If I run it, which I didn't set up, but if you run it, what'll happen is it's up here, and you can click Change Wallpaper. You can click Change Wallpaper Directory, and that'll let you choose a different directory to pull wallpapers from. And then you can pick a wallpaper, and then you go into whatever specific wallpaper you want to set, and then it'll set that one. And then the next time you change wallpaper, it'll be set in that directory, right?
Yeah.
And then you have settings where it pulls up what your key binding for the change wallpaper thing is. And if you can click this and select another key binding, and then when you use that key binding, it switches the wallpaper. So I would like to have the same functionality on Windows, right?
There's one thing I'm curious about.
Yeah.
What's in the Anime Girl NSFW folder?
I don't have an Anime Girl NSFW folder. I have a
Oh, Artistic Woman.
Artistic Women
NS
NSFW folder.
Yeah, let's pull that up, will we?
I'm not going to do that on stream.
Okay, fair enough.
While it is very tasteful, and I'd show you if we were in a Discord call or something, it's not suitable for Twitch.
Okay.
But, though it is tasteful and artful, it's not for the reason you'd have NSFW stuff. It's just like it's like the sort of stuff you'd see in an art gallery or something, right? But it's just not.
Yeah.
It's not this sort of thing.
Okay, I fuck with it.
Yeah. So yeah, so that's kind of the goal, is to get kind of close to what we have in Mac OS, but it's going to be, I guess, an iterative process to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I've done so far is I opened up a example app in. Oh, this thing's all screwed up. Hold on a second. I need to go Window. Fit to window. There we go. So what I have is this example app that has a XAML.cs and a XAML, and then it came without this second button, so I just copied this text directly. I copied it, retyped it, and retyped another click button, and then when I run it, it'll build, which takes forever. Doesn't matter that I'm on a 16-core 5950X with a pretty good graphics card and 48 gigs of RAM. Anyway, when you click on it, it changes it to other content. So like I've officially written C# and done stuff.
Okay.
So I just need to turn this entire thing into what we actually want.
Okay. Yeah. I'm a bit of a Java guy.
Oh, so this will be like not.
But
this is like
also
Catholic from Baptist if you're going from Java to C#,
The thing is I'm reformed now, and I write functional JavaScript nowadays.
I don't think that's reform. I think you've just gone to. I think that's just Satanism.
Is it Satanism?
Yeah, I think that's Satanism.
Hail Satan.
Like going from Java to Go is like it's like going from Christian to Judaism, where you're like, yeah, we're just going to double down on the basics, and we're not going to take care of that extra high level stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But going from C# to Java is like, yeah, maybe I'm Presbyterian now. You know what I mean? And then going
Right.
from C# to JavaScript is like, or going from Java to JavaScript is like, you know what? I'm a Satanist.
Oh, no, no, no. It's not just JavaScript. It's functional
Yeah,
JavaScript.
that's like, I'm a weird Satanist who isn't one of the cool, fun Satanists you might meet at
Yeah,
parties.
yeah, yeah. Not Levian,
Yeah,
like fucking straight up Crowley.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's where you're at these days.
All right.
So
Well, fair
anyway,
enough.
in keeping with the Microsoft thing, I'm doing everything in, of course, whatever this thing is called, Visual Studio, using Edge to search for everything. And then if I have questions, I'm asking the built-in Chat GPT or
Hey,
Copilot,
yo.
excuse me, and it's totally useless. It's absolute dog shit.
Yeah, no. Windows Copilot is how do the kids say it? Dog water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dog water. Not having a
Yeah.
good time. Also, I can't, for some reason, it's not letting me sign into GitHub. So like, I don't know
Oh,
what's up with that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Here's the thing with that, right? You're in Visual Studio, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you need to redo your whole Git config, um, for
beautiful.
your username and your email and all that.
I'll just figure that out from the command line, honestly. I'll just work on everything and then I'll just commit it and push it from the command line.
Yeah, there you go.
So one of the neat things that happens when I do the Mac OS build is in Xcode. I'm not going to pull it up; it takes forever. In Xcode, I have it set so that my first build step is to cd dot dot out from. Let's see. Oh, I can't get to it from here. Cd dot dot out from my Apple wrapper directory to the main directory, and
Huh?
then it builds my Go product. It builds the Go like core command line app, and then it copies it back into the into some place. I don't know where the fuck it copies it, but macOS knows where it went, and then it builds everything else around that, and then it can call into it. I don't know how to do that in a build system for Windows. I've done it like super manually to get the current version of the Windows app, which works poorly, but I don't know how to do it the official way. So that's going to be another thing to figure out. But I think I want to get something working before I start doing like build step stuff, because the build stuff is
Yeah,
just awful streaming. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Let's be real with this. Like, Windows just does everything wrong
yes,
in
absolutely.
general.
I mean,
The
if you
Windows way
compare,
is
yeah,
just the wrong way. And I had a talk with a member of my team today about this, but yeah. You know what? Unix all the way, buddy.
yeah, honestly, I mean, I'm starting to like the Mac OS stuff. The Mac OS stuff is like pretty good
Actually, why are we supporting Windows again?
because that's
Those,
where all the people are. How
yeah,
am I
but
going to
those guys
take
are the
on Wallpaper
actual.
Engine? How am I going to take down Wallpaper Engine
Well,
when
you're
it's a
not
Windows
because
only
they have.
app?
You're not because Wallpaper Engine has animated wallpapers. It has all this
Ah,
sort of.
you weren't watching the stream a week ago when I went through and did a deep dive investigation on how to get animated wallpapers. Turns out,
Nate,
not actually that difficult. You just put a video player in a regular window and then tell the operating system, hey man, put this window behind everything else, and you can't click on it.
Nate. Here's the thing about this. I never watch your stream,
Yeah, I know.
and it's nothing against you. I just don't watch streams.
No, I understand. But look at this. If I could come up with a free version of this that runs on not only Windows, but Mac OS and Linux, then
Yeah,
that's pretty fucking sick. Because I mean, look at all the people who've downloaded this, and I don't I don't know that they have like proper licensing for this, but I also want to do it like in a non like bad way. You know what I mean? Like I want to pay artists to have their wallpapers featured. I want to be a good guy. I want to have it so it's free for anyone else. I want to put out high quality or medium quality wallpapers. You know, I don't know. I just want to. I think I can do a
yeah,
better job.
yeah.
I think I can open this up to more people, and you know, treat the creators who make all this content a little bit nicer.
And it's like, dude, like I've always told you, I will download it and use it once you have built-in Pywall.
That could be an. I might add that at some point. It's not too bad to. I mean, Pywall does it. It's not too bad to figure out the prominent colors and create a color scheme for it.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty easy, and then you just send it to a TOML, a CSS file, a YAML file, and several other types of files, right? So that way every config has access to it.
Yeah,
And then yeah,
and then kind of in the same way that I have let's go into something like this. Not this. Let's go into UI. No, I don't want that either. I want the chooser. How I have like a block here for Linux and a block here for Mac, and it's like really easy to figure this stuff out. For I don't want this. I want PKG actually. Here we are. So I have like an interface that anyone can implement for setting a wallpaper, and then they can just implement it for Mac this way, or they can implement it for Windows. I want to make it so it's like really easy for the community to add stuff. You know, like GNOME, it works like this.
Hmm.
Hyperlane, it works like this, which this doesn't actually work, but we're not going to worry about that for now.
Yeah, I guess you need SWWWWW on there.
Yeah, that's another thing. I'm thinking of just yoinking portions of the SWWWWWWWW code base and making my own and making it part of embedded into Papechanger, so that then it
You
just
know,
works on Wayland.
honestly, at this point, do we really need to support Hyperland though? Um,
I mean,
it's
SwayFX is
gonna,
pretty sweet.
yeah, honestly, SwayFX, I've looked at it and it's actually better than Hyperland.
Yeah, I've been running it
I mean,
for weeks, months at this point.
Hyperland was a fork of Sway.
Yeah, and then they
Ex-
changed like everything instead of just the things that matter.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, and I mean, like, come on, you got a bunch of National Socialist cat girls on the project.
yeah.
It's gonna turn weird eventually.
Yeah, everybody, shout out to SwayFX. Join their Discord and solve problems and do things. Anyway,
I like how your chat says Xorg all the way, not realizing that Wayland is the current Xorg project.
yeah, that's right. The Xorg Foundation is just a graphics foundation, and they are helping out with Wayland. Like they're the Wayland guys.
No, no, no. They're not even helping out with it. They're
They're the Wayland
discontinuing
guys. You're right. It's
Yeah,
not
they're
Xorg. It's
discontinuing X11 for
yeah,
Wayland.
yeah. It's free desktop people who Xorg and Wayland are now maintained by the same people. What is it? freedesktop.org. Yeah,
Something like that.
something like this. We do not ourselves produce a desktop, whatever. Yeah, so here we go, software page. So it's like all this stuff: Xorg, Wayland, Plymouth, Pixman, Novu, Mondao Mesa, Cairo, Beignet. All of this shit is just, it's Xorg. Dbus. It's free desktop, and it's the same people that do Xorg and Wayland, which I think is really funny. Like, everybody always thinks there's some like weird conspiracy, like, oh, fuck Xorg, fuck Wayland. No, we're all on the same team trying to make desktops better. And I hope to at some point be, a guy out there making everyone's desktop a little bit better with Papechanger.
Yeah, but you can only do that when you have built-in Go wall. My bad. Yeah, we don't need to put Python in any projects anymore.
Yeah. Fair enough. Sorry, I mean Xserver or whatever. LOL. Nothing but problems for me with the Wayland proto. I can understand that. Bad Brad the dad
Dude.
stag.
Just RTFM, honestly.
Yeah.
RTFM and use ALSA.
Oh shit! I just realized something. It made this for me. I don't think I wrote this. I think it made this for me maybe not. I don't know.
I mean, you are in Visual Studio. It writes code for you when you're not paying attention.
It did. That's kind of neat.
Yeah.
I mean, once you know what's happening, it seems like it'd be neat. So anyway, we actually don't need this window at all. How do we tell it we're deleting these files? Because I feel like if I delete these files and try running it again, it's going to go, hey man, where are my files? How do I make it so that it just runs in the background? Is there like a background run program in the background? What the fuck is the name of the Windows thing I'm doing? XAML, I forget. What's the name of the... what is this? So this is a bunch of shit about the project, which I guess is fine. This is my app manifest. Okay, so this is something I need to figure out. So we'll call this Papechanger target entry point. So I need to figure out what target entry point is. Because I guess that's where it starts, right?
Yeah.
Papechanger is a utility application for changing your wallpaper and managing your desktop. I guess it's a utility application for managing large numbers of desktop wallpapers, right?
I also realized something.
Supports all these orientations. What?
You're missing an opportunity by not having a drop-in replacement for NeoFetch as well, built in.
I don't know what I would do with that. Like, where would that go?
I don't know. You just do a terminal command, Papechanger dash desktop. You know.
I don't really want to do a neo fetch thing. That's scope creep. I've already scope creeped this thing enough when I made it work on every system. So we'll go assets, the icon. Can we? This is one thing I really like, is that it generates icons for you built in. You just give it one really big image, and then it makes all the images for all the different sizes, which is way better than Mac OS. You see? So now the icon is on all the different icon sizes. I just gave it one.
Yeah,
Mac OS makes
that's
you do this on
cool.
your own.
Right.
So capabilities, don't care, declarations. I don't know what any of these are about. I don't think I need any of these. Content URIs. I don't know what that means, so I'm going to remove that. Packaging. So this is where the fun comes in. We're just going to do 0.0.0 because I haven't figured out versioning yet. We'll have to figure that out.
Yeah, I mean,
So I'll save that. I don't know why I have an underlined green thing. That scares me. Okay, so we got some stuff in here. So let's go through and look through everything else. Let's close out this images thing. So we have dependencies, packages. So this is SDK build tools, Windows App SDK. All right, applications, it just has Papechanger. So that's under dependencies. So this will be packaged. This will be part of the package, I guess, when it's done. So we have app.xaml.cs and then mainwindow.xaml.cs. And then it does this Java thing that I frankly don't care for, where it shows in your file browser all of the different classes and stuff, which just kind of annoys me because it's like these aren't different files; these are just locations in one file. If you need to have these separated out like this, what are you doing? You know what I mean?
uh, yeah, this is silly.
Yeah. So I think I'm just never going to expand those again, and only leave it to the file
Kitty.
level. So you have this other dependencies thing, which I think is build dependencies. So maybe it's build dependencies and then runtime dependencies down here. And then you have the project itself.
Right.
So I guess this is a build file that says what it is. So you have this app.manifest, which I suppose is probably a file someplace in here. Use WinUI. So we've got packages that we're including, which is fun. So this app.manifest. I guess the app manifest tells you what everything is. ID below informs the system this application is compatible with OS features first introduced in Windows 10. It's necessary to support features in unpackaged applications, for example, the custom title bar implementation. For more information, okay, got it. Thank you. All right. I don't want to touch any of this, I don't think. So we have main window XAML, app XAML, main window XAML CS. Windows application packaging. Package existing Windows applications and games using M6. I don't know where this came from. I don't know what the hell this is.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't touch Visual Studio.
Yeah. Well, me
The
neither
fact that you're
until
not
now.
using Rider is silly to me.
I don't know what that is. I'm new to this and I want to do it the Windows way so I can like confidently tell people, no, it is shit. And yes, Mac OS is better.
The Windows way, it would be IntelliJ.
Microsoft doesn't agree.
Well, Microsoft Microsoft also gets hacked every 10 seconds.
Yeah, fair
So,
enough. So let's see. The UWP project at a Windows runtime component. So I don't know what that does. So you got modern stuff.
ooh,
What?
go up a little bit.
Okay.
Look at that, dude. It's New York.
New York!
Dude, I'm a big fan of New York.
New
It's a great
York!
place.
Never been.
You should go.
I'll take that under consideration.
It's everything you could ever want at your fingertips at all times.
That sounds tiring.
Oh, it is. But hey, man, go for a weekend. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that sounds understandable. I've considered it a couple of times. I just never found the chance to go out there. Never had
Yeah,
an
fair enough.
excuse, and like, I'm not really one to go on random trips on my own.
Yeah, if you go, I'll meet you, dude. It cost me like $30 to go.
That's pretty good.
So, yeah. No, it's
Sublime
not far.
Ibanez is asking, "Where's the C sharp you promised, Ho? It's right here. Can't you see? Right here,
Yeah,
C sharp. I
who's
wrote this
this?
C sharp.
Who's the Sublime Ibanez? Where's the C sharp you promised?
Oh, that's
What
uh,
a
that's
silly,
that's Co.
what a silly, what a silly guy.
Yeah. Had a protocol extension. I don't know how that works. Protocol name, provide the name of the executable passed by the UWP project. You can also open the package.app manifest, choose the declarations tab, and then add the extension here. App controls are downloaded from the internet, so you use one, you have to have the internet client. Okay. Create a URI that includes the protocol name. Okay, I don't think I need URI protocol stuff. Making your desktop application a share target. I don't care for that. Desktop extensions. I don't really care for that. Create a background task. That could be useful. Adding a code to a Windows runtime component project. So public sealed class site verifier I background task. Run. Huh. Configure the background tasks. So that's fun, I guess. I guess this is packaging stuff. What if I just want to develop communication, data, and files? Well, we'll need some data and files stuff. Files, folders, and libraries with Windows
I don't
App
know, dude.
SDK.
If it's not console.out.println,
Well, hold on, here we go. Read and write data with .NET File APIs. So I think this is how we'll get the we'll get this thing. We'll get the bring up a window to allow the user to select their first wallpaper. I think we can get some code for that right now.
yeah, easy.
So in package.app manifest, we need to add in this capabilities. So where's package.app manifest? So we have some XAML stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Package.appx manifest, that's probably fine.
it's gonna be your deps, one of your deps, whatever you're doing your management with. You could probably do it with the GUI here.
I don't want the GUI. I don't know how to make it not open up as the GUI.
I'm sure there's a setting.
Open with view code. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So capabilities, and then we just need to add a capability, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's saying RESTcap capability, run full trust. So we'll copy that, and then we will paste it And we will fix that. So we have that.
This is what I hate about C# and Java in general.
That makes you do everything twice.
It's stuff like this, yeah.
Okay.
Like the thing is like these are great languages, but their tooling is terrible.
Okay, now it doesn't say where to go. Okay. Oh, open files and folders with a picker. That's what I want. See the fire picker sample. So let the user pick one file to access. This looks fine. It uses the open file picker, open single file async method to call a file picker window and let the users pick a single file. Okay. So that's what we want. So we'll go into C#, file package.app manifest. So that one is going to look, oh, it doesn't have this run full trust capability, and it already had it. That was the one capability it already had, so we're not going to worry about that. So I don't think it needs anything else. So then we'll go to filepicker.sln. What is this? I don't have one of these. I'm gonna not worry about that one.
That's wise.
Scenario 1 single file.xaml.cs. Okay. So this looks neat. So it's how far does this look off from my main window.xaml? So it's inside a window. That's inside just a class. So we have scenario 1 single file. This initialize component. So that'll initialize this whole thing, which we'll just do on start, so we won't need to worry about it. In our app.xaml.cs. This will just get initialized.
All right.
So private async, pick a file, button click. So I guess we'll just make this part of the class, I guess. So we'll copy this out, and then we'll put this in this class. So we'll just have this be in here. And then on this thing, what we'll do is we'll just have it so that when this is called, it will call that pick a file async. I don't like that it didn't do anything. Oh, wait a second. No, this is pick a file button click. This is just a button click like this. Can we just, I'm just going to move this up here. Control C. Oh, hit the wrong button. Control V. I'm just going to delete this out of here. So what's it mad at? Output text block dot text. Output text block does not exist in the current context. So what we'll do is just say, how do you declare a variable? String that equals that?
Yeah.
And then we'll just do this. And we'll do this. And we'll do this. And then we'll get rid of that. And then actually we're going to copy all of this stuff into that other one I already have. We'll copy that. We'll copy this in here. And then we'll just say another button.content equals output text block. And then we'll get rid of this entirely.
Yeah. Me too, sex.
Yeah. So now we have openpicker.pick single file async, which is what we don't have. So this needs to be an async method. How do you declare an async method? Private async void. Okay, private async void. So that's fine. And I guess we'll just run it and see if that button starts the file picker. I guess that's the way to do it. So we'll click on, hey, it's another one. And does the file picker come up? No, it's mad. Invalid window handle. Consider window native initialize with window. See that.
You know what surprises me, Nate?
What?
That you haven't shilled the Nate FTs.
The Nate FTs?
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Nox316 says, Nate, you have been missing from Discord. No, I haven't. I show up in Discord every day. What are you talking about?
Well, which Discord are you missing from?
Yeah, are you talking about some other Discord? Because I hang out in the Nate Stream Discord most of the time. If there's anyone there, and there's usually someone there, I generally go there for my Discord entertainment. I'm loyal to the fan base I've curated. For better, for worse. They all talk a lot of shit. Pisses me off sometimes. I've become a much nicer person in recent months, and no one appreciates it.
No, I appreciate it, Nate.
Thank you.
But I'm going to keep doubling down until you're a proper nice person.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm doing my best, unironically. Been going through a lot of emotional work.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, wow, people don't respond well when I behave poorly to them.
Yeah, apparently. No,
Weird.
it's like I've been working out a lot and like losing weight, and I didn't see that my social connections grew at the same level as my physical body. And then I thought, well, what is this? It could be that I'm just totally emotionally closed off and I openly hate everyone. Maybe I should work on that. And that's what I've been doing. And I think I'm doing better.
You are improving.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm probably on the wrong Discord. Well, here, if you go to https://npmail.com and then
just gonna
click on the
skip
Discord,
middleman.
or yeah, that works too. Then you'll get into the correct Discord. So I don't know if you were watching, but I got this error. The system runtime interop services com exception invalid window handle.
Show me the readout.
Yeah, it's right here. Oh shit.
Nice, well done.
Okay, all right.
Well done, Nate.
Okay.
I can't see that.
Okay, this is great. I love. Did I ever tell you I love Windows development? This is gonna have me regressing back to my angry state again.
Yeah.
Consider Windows native initialize with window.
I mean, usually in Java this would be a unhandled error, but I'm not sure in micro Java how this goes.
So this open picker thing, this is nothing. Oh, this is a null. Oh no,
Yeah.
so it says new file open picker. So how does this work? Can I like
Well, okay.
go to definition?
Are you checking to make sure that it is any type or any specific type as when you
This should create
make a call to it?
this creates a new instance of open file picker. And then does a bunch of stuff. I don't know what this is. This is the SDK.NET nonsense. But when I get it, I'm doing a bunch of stuff to it, and then I say, pick a single file. And it goes, hey buddy, what the fuck are you talking about? System.runtime.interoptservices.com exceptions, invalid window handle. Where is your window handle? Do I need to give it a window handle?
Probably. You need to handle errors in languages like these, Nate.
I handle errors in every language. I just straight up copied and pasted the Microsoft example.
Fair enough.
Very least we have a race condition. Thread is not yet running a dispatcher. It's not how to fix this so you can execute more than one dispatcher. It's rarely a good idea. Look at a solution where you run one GUI thread and resolve the other issues with invoke. So I guess I need to run another thread. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you do it in this language.
Yeah, me neither. I guess we can look through the sample a little bit more, see if there's something I'm missing. So I did mark it as async, so maybe it's because this is the first async operation. It's mad because it hasn't been told somewhere to run async.
It could be.
So, but I don't know where I would go to figure that out. So let's see this. So So these are all the scenarios. So I think this sample configuration, this puts in all the scenarios. So does this say where the stuff goes? No, it doesn't seem to indicate anything that's multi-threaded or whatever.
Right. Just a heads up, I can't really see anything you're doing though. I need to.
Oh, why not? Is it too small?
No, I have a white screen right now, actually, Nate.
Oh,
May necessitate a reboot here.
okay.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, no worries. In the meantime, Nate, I have two Go offers to choose from. One for iGaming, another one for a more corpo product. One would have me change country and go to the office, but in a sunny country. The other would allow me to work remotely. I think I need to choose very wisely about this. All right, Knox, how many years of experience do you have?
All right, all done. Speaking of why Windows sucks.
Yeah, Windows sucks. I'm asking Knox a question. He has two Go offers, one for gaming, one for a corporate product. One would have him change country and go to the office. The other would allow him to work remotely. Him or her. I don't know who Knox is. 6, 5.5. Oh, definitely go remote unless it's the gaming one, and the gaming one's paying less money. But if they're both competitive, paying the same, definitely go for the remote option. Yeah, if you have 6 years of experience, you're good. The thing I was going to say is if you only have like a couple years of experience, if you're relatively new to it, then I would recommend going into the office to get more like hands-on teaching from the more senior people. But if you're into the industry already and you know what you're doing and you're aware of what game dev means, game dev is fine, so that makes not much of a difference. And then remote is fine. I mean, remote offers you more freedom. You'll find that your career progresses a little bit slower, I think, remote compared to in the office. But if you're already 6 years in, how much more progression do you want? You know, if you think you're destined for management, then definitely go to the office. But if you're cool just being a senior dev forever, like, and there's nothing wrong with that, then remote is great because you have freedom to do whatever you want.
I mean, I do game dev, and I don't build video games, and that's the only way you want to do it.
For the military industrial complex.
Yeah, but realistically, like, no, think about this, right? Game devs make 30 grand a year.
Yeah, no, I know. Game dev sucks.
Yeah.
So I'm not seeing anything that indicates that it should be run multi-threaded. Maybe I can look in here. Read and write
On the
files
flip
with
side,
.NET APIs.
the game dev is actually really cool if you're not building video games, right? Like if you're just doing 3D stuff, like you did on your website with 3JS and that sort of stuff like that, right? Which I know isn't technically game dev, but it shares a lot of similarities.
All right, so here we are. So this is a UWP thing. Call asynchronous APIs in C# or Visual Basic. So using asynchronous APIs, they're async. You call them in response to a user's action. Suppose you have an app that lists the titles of blog posts from a certain location, blah, blah, blah. Put the keyword async in the declaration of the event handler. Done. And then do a bunch of stuff. Catch exceptions. Tee hee ha ha. In Visual Basic. There are a couple of important things. First line, use the await operator, which is fine. Calling an asynchronous method. Declaration of the event handler includes the keyword async. You must include this keyword in the method declaration of any method which you use the await operator, which I have. Async right there.
What can we make Nate do here? Hey, do these rules apply to me too?
What rules?
When somebody redeems something?
Yes, everything except for the bunny ears, which I'm not going to put on until someone pays their Nate tokens.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. Gotta be honest, I simply think the bunny ears are funny. This is not much of a punishment. I think it's very funny that a 6'6" black dude, am wearing, you know, girly bunny ears. Pink ones at that. I think that's very funny.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
So we got return types of asynchronous. Okay, so this isn't, I don't think there's anything I haven't seen so far. Invalid window handle. Consider window native. See this. So maybe I'll go to this thing. We'll just copy that and paste it into good old Edge. And see what we get. Okay. Windows SDK, blah, blah, blah. Following demonstrates creating a folder picker with an opening window. So you have a window, microsoft.ui.xaml.window. So I guess I don't have a window at all right now. No, there's a window. This is a window. Maybe I need a new window? Is that what it is? Do I need a second window? Let's see, the Windows SDK also provides wrappers for all WinRT, including the UAC, Universal API contracts, such as Windows Security Credentials, whatever, called WinRT COM interop interfaces from .NET 5 plus apps. Provides common COM interop interfaces such as Windows.storage.streams, iBuffer byte access, WinRT interop, iWindow native, and WinRT interop initialize with window. So I think we want initialize with window some kind of way.
That'd be smart.
Following sample demonstrates creating a folder picker with an owning window. So we're calling pick single folder async. So this is like the same. So I think we want var window quind equals winrt interop Windows native get window handle on window. File picker is going to say windows.storage.pickers.folder picker. So this is file open picker, which I don't know what that is. And then we just call initialize with that HWND. So we'll try that. So we'll just put this in here. Let's bring this to the side. I wonder if bringing it to the side will work. Oh, and then we pick this document. Yeah. So we'll just say, okay, please go away. Var window equals new Microsoft.ui.xaml, XAML.window, var quind equals winrt.interop.window native.get window handle.
Ooh. Nastia NVR, what's going on?
What's going on, Nastia NVR? Who's Nastia NVR?
No idea.
So then we have the folder picker, I think is this, windows.storage.pickers.fileopener, which is very similar to that windows.storage.pickers.fileopener. So then I guess we just say winrt.interop.initialize with window initialize, and then we call that thing. So we can say winrt.interop.initialize.
Does it have Linux support, Nate?
Yes. Dot initialize open picker.
Hey, question,
Quind.
actually.
Yeah.
When are you throwing this thing on the AUR?
I'm not going to do that. Once it gets popular enough, someone will do it. All DEs and distros. It supports a list of them. If I github.com, npmail, Papechanger. It supports these and doesn't support these at the moment. It's open source and it's easy enough that even if you have no Go experience, you can just go into package papesetter. You just need to come up with a way to You just add in a file. You can copy one of the existing ones and then just put in a way to set the wallpaper, which will generally come down to really just editing this file here, this line here, and of course this is broken. It'll really come down to editing this line, and then you need to grab another one that, let's see, this is, the other one is an internal slash, believe it's environment, maybe not environment. I forgot where it was. Chooser? No. Selector? No. UI.
I would even argue
Also
that
not that.
Linux and Mac are the only things it actually works on right now.
Linux and Mac are the ones that it works on. It still works on Windows. It's just not as good on Windows. I'm trying to make it much better on Windows. If you are willing to go into the command line for 2 seconds on Windows, it works just fine. But if you're not willing to go into the command line for 2 seconds, it's a problem, and most Windows users aren't willing to go into the command line for 2 seconds. So that's what the whole Windows thing is about. But yeah, so anyway, you can add other desktop environments very easily. These people have all done it. Windows most popular, but gives the most pain. Exactly, and I'm suffering right now, I assure you. So why is this thing mad at me? What? Why isn't it mad at this? I would expect it to be mad at this new shit I just added. Why is this suddenly a problem? Oh, no, that's just from the last time I tried running it. Let's try running it again. Let's just disable hot reload. Okay, that's fine. How do I tell it to stop? Just stop and rerun. Okay, there's the stop button. Stop and rerun. And let's see if it works now.
There's Agronate coming back.
I'm not aggro at the moment. Holy shit, it worked!
Hey.
Dude!
Hey, evolve.
That was the solution. Oh, and we got
Dude,
Operation
you look
Cancel.
so happy right now.
Dude, I am so happy right now. Link for my own distro DE. I stole the wallpaper thingy from GNOME, so it should work. Yeah. It's not meant to replace anyone's existing wallpaper solution. If you only ever run one computer and you don't change your wallpaper very often, it's not a particularly useful program. But I really like changing my wallpaper because I use like mostly transparent stuff. So on Mac and Linux, I have a key binding that changes my wallpaper, and then I have Papechanger allow me to choose between different wallpaper directories. So I can change my wallpaper according to different themes.
Show them the artsy girls.
I'm not going to show them the artsy girls. That would break the rules of Twitch.
Oh.
This is the pictures I took folder, which I think only has 2 images in it.
Nice car.
Thank you. It's a 2019 BMW M2 competition with the M2 CS wheels. I think in this picture it's sitting on general G Maxes, but I've upgraded them with Michelin Pilot Super Sports, which are $500 a tire, which is great when you're driving around in Atlanta and you pick up nails every fucking 4 months.
Oh, I'm familiar, dude. I had some good years on my truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, we're talking $600 a tire.
What's really fun is these are Z-rated tires, so no tire shop is willing to try fixing them because you might drive them up to 190 miles an hour, and if they fix it poorly and it breaks, then they don't want to have you on their thing.
Yeah, you don't want to end up being the dead person on their wall.
Exactly. So they don't fix them, and your only option is to replace them. So I've gotten a whole new set, 1 tire at a time, 1 nail at a time, and it's cost me $2,000.
Are you sure those aren't needles, Nate? You do live in Atlanta.
They're not needles because I pull them out and then patch my tire every time so that I can drive it to the fucking place.
Well, if you lived in Minnesota, they would be needles, not nails.
Yeah. The fun one is I've had a really gnarly piece of like ripped off aluminum that was just stabbed in there, and it pissed me off. So what's the there's a AI generated Lina picture that's John Cena. Where is that one? You know what? This will work. This AI generated Cena picture. We'll just we'll save this image into pictures. That'll work. Save file. Oh, that's WebP. Can I get a JPEG? Do I look like I know what a JPEG is?
Scared to drive a car. Don't even have a. If you didn't drink, that wouldn't be an issue. Just saying.
Oh, so you do know who this is?
No idea.
Oh, so you
I'm
just
just
made that
making a
up?
educated guess here.
Yeah. Is this going to be a JPEG? There we go. That's a JPEG. So let's
Oh,
run
there you
this
go.
thing
Look at that.
again, and then do it with the JPEG and see if it'll print out replace the text in the box and the button with the name of the JPEG I've selected. Hey, look at that! So we have access to it, and that works. So that's something. What happens if I just do this? Will it be mad at me? Okay. So we have that figured out. So we need to make a new window and do all that. So we just need to get that button and put it down here somewhere. And then we'll be golden, right?
Yeah, dude, we'll be eating shit for sure.
We'll be eating shit for sure. Certainly. So I don't know, how do we say half done? Actually, I mean, this is pretty much done. Check. I don't know how to do it. I guess I could do one of these. So we'll just, yeah, there we go. So we have that done. And we can just copy that code in. It'll be fine, probably. Or it won't. We'll see. And the way to really prove this is to call the Papechanger binary from C, sharp.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gross.
That's where the fun comes. So
You disgust me, honestly, Nate.
Yeah. I've
But
been
not
told
as much
that.
as you used to.
I've been told worse things by better people.
Oh, there's
Frankly.
no better people.
Frankly.
Be real. Well, frankly. Oh, okay. Listen, guy.
Oh, now let me be clear. I've had a lot of Republicans try to call me a lot of things. Democrats too. What do you think? How's the Obama voice?
Dude, it's more like Bro Obama, honestly.
Let me be clear. I drink 9 protein shakes a day. I'm drinking over 300 grams of protein. And I'm on that gear. I'm 6'9" Rust. I'm 6'9" Obama.
Obama. Yeah.
Are you doing Rust too,
Oh.
Nate? I've written some Rust. I think I might actually port Papechanger to Rust. The way it is though is right now it's a core CLI project, and then I have these wrappers around them. So I can, if I make the core CLI project API complete with the existing one, it can really be anything. I'm thinking I want to do Rust because there's already Rust libraries out there to do about half the stuff I want to include in the program. And I mean, yeah, that's about it. Zig also makes a lot of sense because it's a similarly high-level language that'll allow me to do a lot of like low-level desktop integration stuff. But what I want to do is I want to get this thing working with Windows and Mac and have it in a state that like kind of makes sense and is good. And then I can start shilling it and telling people about it. And then once I've done that for a while, if it kind of catches on a little bit, then I can kind of incrementally take different parts of it and make them a little bit lower level and a little bit faster and a little bit better. But for now, what I want to do is just have these high-level wrappers all working, so then I can just change the underlying implementation and have it work fine. And then I can just slowly add in, you know, one day you'll just be using it and you'll go, I wonder what happens if I select an MP4 file, and then suddenly the MP4 file will be your background. You know, that's what the kind of the experience I want people to have, where I add stuff in underneath people.
Would do that.
So let's see. We'll say Windows UWP call shell. Utility. This is starting it from PowerShell, running UWP applications from the command line. What is a UWP app? Is there like a sub-process or something?
I don't know.
You'd think their AI would realize that I don't want any of these. And it would like, let me know. Launch command to execute commands. Okay, this might be it. I want to launch the Windows command to execute a specific command with arguments in my UWP app. Okay, process.start. UWP. Okay, so this is good. Windows.system.launcher options equals new Windows.system.launcher. Launcher.launch URI async URI file URL options. You only have a file path, you can use the following asynchronous code. Launcher.launch file async. Okay. Windows.system.launcher. Okay, so let's move this over here, move this over here. And we're already using Windows.storage. Are we using Windows.system? We're using system. Is that the same as Windows.system? I don't know. Maybe it'll just put it in there and I won't have to worry about it, right?
Talking system like from C#.
I guess. So we'll say Windows.system.launcher options, tab to accept. Okay, so we got something there. This is taking up a bit too much space. Can I make this go all the way away? All right, perfect. Launcher options dot content type equals, well, maybe I don't want that. I don't know how this works. This is for opening up like a file or something. I don't want to open up a file. I want to do something else. Remember, you were also doing the app in Swift. I started learning but lost interest despite being a good language. Yeah, Swift gets a bad rap. I like Swift. It's a good language, it seems. It's very modern. It's very nice. It feels like you're writing a weird mix of like Go and Rust and JavaScript when you're writing it. The only problem with Swift is everyone thinks it's the Apple language because it really is, but it's also the other platform's language. But no like Unix hacker I know, or no Linux hacker I know, is willing to pick up Swift because they always just think in their head, oh, well, it's the Apple language. I would never use the Apple language. I'm not an Apple shill. And it's like, well, kind of fair enough, but you're kind of not you're giving it a bad rap, for no reason.
You know what, Nate? I'll never use Swift.
Okay.
Actually, I don't have a valid reason to use Swift, to be honest.
Process.start. I want to run a file. Okay, that's not super helpful. Full trusted process launcher. Is this it? Full trust process launcher? Full trust Win32 component of an application from a universal Windows app component in the same package application class. Okay. Launch full trust process for app async. Launch the full trust process for the specific application ID. This full trust thing, I don't want people to give me full trust. I just want to run one binary.
Then just run one binary, dude.
Yeah. I guess I could just rebuild the Go app as a DLL file. We wouldn't call that DLL. I bet it wouldn't be mad at that.
Yeah, that's true. Just have your path for building it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have to do some C interop type stuff to get to get it to work, but it wouldn't be awful. Have you ever been down the path of calling Go stuff from another language?
Not quite Go stuff.
Have you been down the path of
But
calling anything from another language?
I've been down the path of calling JavaScript from Java, down the path of calling C# from C, I don't know if you're familiar with not odd and the embedded DLLs, right?
I am familiar with Not Not Odd. Not Not Odd is a fantastic application. It's, I mean, if you look at the contributors, it's basically just a who's who of big names in the industry. I mean, look at it. You got Lucky Dash GG, not exactly a who's who of the industry, but you know. You got Diestel and that John Michael guy. I mean, he's all over the place. If you go to BigSkyDevCon.com, I mean, there he is, John Michael, right there. Boom. Who else we got in here? Lucas Sproul of what's it called? Freight
Nobody.
fame. You got Tomatin Tom, Josh Ben, Igneous. This guy Nate, who's also going to be at the conference speaking. I mean, it's really a who's who of the industry. You got our boy T-Rain, security engineer at Microsoft. I mean, this is powerful stuff. I'd be mad if I wasn't a contributor on Not Not Odd, frankly.
Yeah, for sure.
So maybe I don't want these launcher options. Maybe I want that. What was that thing I wanted? So this is UWP API full trust process launcher.
Yeah, you wanted the unlauncher options, Nate.
Is there like a? Is there another launcher? Launcher executable. So this is for game stuff. UI launcher. No, I guess this is probably it. Activate the full trust Win32 component of an application from a universal Windows app component. Okay.
Hold on.
Use this class. We recommend that you add a Windows packaging project, which I have. So we can call this. Okay, so this is going to be full trust process launcher. If I just type that in, if I just say like full trust process launcher x equals, well, what do I do with this? Full trust process launcher. Okay, so this is a class. So I'll say like launcher equals window. What did this thing say it was? Windows.applicationModel.that. Windows.applicationModel.full trust process launcher. Then we will initialize it. Semicolon. Not invoiceable member cannot be used like a method. Okay. If I say Windows.applicationModel.full trust process launcher, this is a class, right? Cannot declare a variable of static type. Okay, so we'll say var, oh, not ver, var. Syntax error, comma expected, semicolon expected. Are you using, okay, I don't, we'll see potential fixes. Windows.applicationModel. Well, that's not very helpful. I say equals new full trust process launcher. Will that work? Do they have an example of using this thing? Full trust process launcher. example. Maybe we look that up. Launch PowerShell script from UWP with full trust process launcher. Add reference to the desktop extension SDK. I think I have that. Declare the Windows. I think I have that. Declare an app service. Fine. Include a Windows 32 XE in your package. That Windows 32 EXE can now invoke your PowerShell. So here's a sample. Oh, that's an outdated sample. Send your desktop application. Background tasks. Okay. Package your desktop application using the packaging product. I think I have that already. Add a Windows runtime component to implement the background task. Okay, how do I do that? Create the background task class. Okay. So this is for like migration code. Guidelines. Use a background task to play media in the background. In process versus out of process. Background code in the same process as your foreground app. Huh. I don't know how any of that works. This is all very confusing.
Yeah, welcome to Java land,
Yeah.
but somehow worse even.
Yeah. I'm thinking I may just have to end the stream early and just do a bunch of research for a while.
That would be wise.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Well, thanks everyone for coming along on this journey with me. We got some legitimate progress, which I'm very happy for. Let's make sure this is all saved and closed.
All right.
And
Yeah,
thanks everyone for coming along. Tomorrow I will be out. I won't be able to stream tomorrow, so you know, do as you will with your time. It's been real. It's been fun. Thank you, Lucky, for coming on to accompany me on this ridiculous, very silly, stupid journey.
yes, sir.
I'll catch you guys on the flip.